In the 12th and final part of the 2024 Miami Hurricanes opponent preview series, I will preview the Syracuse Orange, our opponent up in Syracuse on November 30th in the season finale. For the regular season, that is. The ACC's new scheduling format has done away with divisions, as you know, they did that last year, meaning Syracuse will no longer have annual meetings with Clemson, Florida State, and NC State. And this could work in new coach Van Brown's favor, potentially leading the team to become eligible in its first year. With a strong group of veterans, key transfers, and a more manageable schedule, it's clear Syracuse has a chance to achieve a winning record in 2024. When he secured Ohio State transfer quarterback Kyle McCord, it sent shockwaves through the football world. McCord, a seasoned starter in Ohio State with the Buckeyes, is now set to guide an Orange offense stacked with skillful playmakers, from LaQuint Allen's standout performance to Trevor Pena's dynamic ability and Aranda Gaston's second matchup nightmare potential. This team is poised for success. As the pressure builds, McCord, Brown, and offensive coordinator Jeff Nixon must be prepared for what lies ahead. One of Brown's major moves was to appoint Elijah Robinson as the defensive coordinator. Robinson, who comes over from Texas A&M, has a strong background in leading successful defenses. With multiple top 20 finishes nationally against the run, the team has also made adjustments to their defensive formation, focusing on pass rushing from the trenches and relying on players like Fail Diggs to take on important roles on and off the field. On special teams, Syracuse gets back Jack Stonehouse, a punter who received recognition as part of the third team All-ACC last season for achieving the second highest net punting average in the program's history at 44.6 yards. Meanwhile, Brady Denneberg, the team's kicker, made 10 out of 16 field goals in 2023, with 3 of his misses occurring on attempts from 50 yards or more. Additionally, despite being sidelined for most of last year due to injury, Pena remains one of the most seasoned return men in the conference. The most notable addition, as I mentioned earlier, is McCord, who had a standout season at Ohio State last year. He passed for nearly 3,200 yards through 24 touchdowns to just 6 interceptions. He even led a thrilling comeback against the Irish. However, there was one glaring weakness. He wasn't C.J. Stroud. Now look, while he may not be no C.J. Stroud, he does possess great skill, and now it's his responsibility to elevate the Orange O to new heights under the new coaching regime. Another new addition, as I mentioned earlier, was on the defensive end is Fail Diggs, a senior edge rusher. They landed a seasoned pass rusher in the portal, poised to make a big impact in his final year. Now, Diggs made a name for himself two years ago and continued to shine at Texas A&M last year, tallying 36 tackles, 4 sacks, and 11 tackles for loss. Get ready for his disruptive presence on the field. Syracuse linebacking core will manage with the players coming back, but it's a shame to lose Leon Lowry. He's a versatile player who was really starting to excel as a pass rusher last year, and he racked up a career-best 46 tackles. He'll be poised to be a force on the Wisconsin defense. The key game for Syracuse will be their game against Georgia Tech on September 7th. If you're curious about the potential of this fresh new staff, the updated style, and the new team, it may take some time to hit their stride. But with the initial 4 games at home, their first 4 at home, this is the perfect opportunity to secure some wins. If they defeat a decent Georgia Tech squad, and they have a winnable game at Vegas, as the first road game of the year, there's a genuine chance they leave Vegas 5-0 before that NC State game in Raleigh. And this could be a great one because they don't have Clemson, they don't have North Carolina, they don't have Louisville, and they don't have FSU on their schedule. And their first 4 states, as I mentioned earlier, are at home. They have a challenging schedule with 5 games on the road in 6 states, 5 out of 6 on the road, including trips, like I mentioned, to Vegas. Then they go to Raleigh, they go to Boston College, they go to San Francisco late in the year, they go to Berkeley late in the year. Despite the long miles traveled, the Orange are expected to secure victories in some of those ACC road games. A 3rd consecutive bowl campaign is anticipated to be secured well before the season finale on November 30th when we come in to Syracuse. Now let's look at it from a Canes perspective. We could be going up there either 11-0 or 10-1. And Syracuse, if the schedule breaks right, could be 10-1 and ranked maybe in the top 10 going into that game. This could have playoff implications here when we go up to the JMA Dome in Syracuse. We all know that's the Carrier Dome. We know this is a dangerous team we will face. However, I feel this team will be up for the challenge in a tough environment on the road with the noise level being very high. In the end, it'll be a tough game. But in the end, I think too much experience in our favor, and we will find a way to win this one on the road. My prediction, by the way, for Syracuse in 2024 is 10-2. I want to thank you for listening to this opponent preview series, as I enjoy doing these each year. Here's to a great 2024 season, and if you haven't subscribed yet and you like the content you see, please give a thumbs up to it. Please like the video. Please subscribe. If you want to donate, I'll put those in. I have those in the description. I can put those in there so you'll be able to donate via PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. Whatever you want to do with that. It helps. By the way, when you subscribe, it does help the channel a lot. And when you like it, does subscribe. Share the videos that you see in the opponent preview series. And let's go Canes.